Hey folks, welcome back to HeartGold vs. Crystal. We are here on Route 30. It is the first route that has trainers on it. It's amazing, and now we can actually fight them. It's amazing. And this is our crash course in getting Webster up to a manageable level in order to actually fight things with him. Now, for the sake of demonstration, let's show off this wonderful battle against the ever-popular, ever-fabulous youngster Joey. He and his bestest buddy, Rattata, right there. Rattata in the top tier, top percentage of all Rattata, truly a formidable opponent. This is a demonstration of what I'll be doing with Webster for most of this route that you won't be seeing because I'll be editing out all these rather tedious trainer and wild battles. But it's the classic bait and switch tactic that I'm sure you've all been using since Red, Blue, and Yellow. You know, you send out one Pokemon the first turn who can't really fight, and then you switch out to another who can fight, and you split the experience, and the weaker Pokemon will level up. I won't be doing it for too long, because one, the trainers on this route aren't all that, strong, and two, bug catchers don't really fare well against Webster, because Webster's bug poison typing is resistant to most things that Caterpie or Weedle can dish out. Rattata and Pidgey, on the other hand, actually threatening. That may be mind-blowing, but let me say it again for clarity. Rattata and Pidgey are threatening. Okay, but yeah, at a certain point, Webster is actually capable of taking on Caterpie and Weedle, albeit through a very tedious process. And Webster, I think at this point, is actually just carrying his own weight. After just those three battles, or three trainer battles, lots of wild battles. Don't talk to me about wild battles. Anyway, these routes are actually not too big, not too slow, just you get through them, 3-4 battles between them. So, yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, here's the phone number business. I didn't get phone number for Joe, I didn't get phone number for Wade. I don't know what it says about me that I know the names of those two trainers. Probably mean, well, Joey, everyone knows, he's the hippest kid around. Really, Wade? Why do I know Wade? I don't know. I will be getting a few phone numbers, but not theirs. Anyway, hi there, Lyra's back. She's here to give us a thing we'll never use. Versus Recorder allows you to save records of Wi-Fi battles you do, and maybe also Battle Frontier battles? I don't really know, nobody uses it for that. It's popular among the YouTube Wi-Fi community. Anyway, we are here in Violet City. Now, in Gold, Silver, Crystal, you could plow straight onto the gym if you so desired. But I believe in HeartGold and Soul Silver, they actually require you to take on the Sprout Tower, which is the first kind of dungeon of the game, before you can take on the gym. I don't remember how they force you to do it. It's possibly the gym guy will tell you to go take on Sprout Tower, but I remember something along those lines. Anyway, into the first dungeon. Of course, calling it a dungeon might be giving it a little too much credit, because Sprout Tower is extremely linear. It's a bunch of corridors and hallways, and really the only trick is that sometimes you'll have to look around for items. Like, one might be behind you, or one might be behind a trainer. But whatever, it's an introduction to the concept of a dungeon. It's whatever, you know. I'll give this one a pass. I won't give other ones a pass. There are some bad dungeons later that I will yell at, but this one's fine. Now, it is worth noting that you can run into wild Pokemon here. Rattata, and at night, occasionally Ghastly. Ghastly being a very prime suspect for the best dudes in the world. Basically, you should get a Ghastly, they're cool. Now, all the trainers here have Bellsprouts in some sort of variation. Guys on the lower levels have level 3 Bellsprouts, these guys have level 6. So it's a good place to train any flying types or fire types that you have. So if you've gotten something with a Pokewalker, or you have a Pidgey or a Spearow or a Cyndaquil, this is a good place to train them. It's okay for Webster, neutral effective on Poison Sting, but eh. And the question has been here. Goodbye. Anyway, the Elder there is the boss of the dungeon, if we can call him that. He is the most difficult by a good few levels, and at this point, 3 levels is actually a big difference. So, let's show it off. Those are some impressive eyebrows right there. Anyway, he leads with a level 7 Bellsprout, the most powerful Bellsprout we've seen thus far. And, welcome to what Webster's been doing for basically the entire dungeon. He's just been, using Poison Sting. You understand why I don't show everything here, because there's no tactical difference between the two versions, and there really aren't too many tactics to speak of, to be honest. Now you can see the Poison Sting isn't exactly a powerful move. I have 4 levels on this guy, and it's a 4-hit KO, despite the same type attack bonus. So, Webster isn't an offensive powerhouse. You probably already knew that. Anyway, here is the curveball. Because this guy is a Hoot-Hoot, and Hoot-Hoot is a flying type. It's not really difficult for, like, if you're training a flying type yourself or a fire type, because Hoot-Hoot doesn't have a type advantage against those types. Ooh, sweet, that's nice. But for Webster, that spells disaster, because he has Peck, and Peck is super effective and boosted by Hoot-Hoot being part flying. So I'm playing it safe and putting Chikorita in. Chikorita is also weak, but has better defensive stats, like higher HP, higher bulkiness in general. I just feel a little safer. But overall, Hoot-Hoot should not be too much of a difficulty for you. If you've picked up a Geodude, actually, Hoot-Hoot will go down in a snap, and if you're new to these games, Geodude is definitely a good idea, since he'll be super effective against the gym leader. Unfortunately, Geodude doesn't really work for the rest of the dungeons, so eh. It can throw Hypnosis at you. Hypnosis wouldn't actually affect Webster, because Webster has insomnia, as may be demonstrated in the future. And that's useful. But I didn't really want to go through a stalling potion war there, so I just kind of went the Chikorita route. It won't happen very much. And then he rounds out his team with another Bellsprout, exactly the same as the first. Oh god, please tell me this one isn't going to be a 5-hit KO. That'd be terrible. You can see he's using Growth. The earlier Bellsprouts in the dungeon only have Vine Whip, so as long as you're not using a Geodude or Totodile on him, you'll be fine. Here, even neutral effectiveness, it could be kind of dangerous with those stat boosts. But in these situations, it's not really much of a thing. Webster is too much of a boss. And there we go. That is Sprout Tower taken care of. In HeartGold, anyway. Still get to see the wildly different tactics in Crystal. Any Webster gets Leech Life here. It's a Bug-type move. It could be marginally useful, since it allows you to suck up a little HP. It won't do enough damage to really compensate for, like, potions or anything, but every little bit would be nice. We'll see how much I use it compared to Poison Sting, because I love Poison. Anyway, over on the Crystal side, he does not have the amazing eyebrows. He does not even have a unique sprite, which is just shameful. I don't know. Just accursed. And hey, does this look familiar? Webster is level 11 and using Poison Sting on level 7 Bellsprouts who know growth. Oh no, is that gonna be a 5-hit KO? Oh no. Yeah, admittedly, at this point in the game, tactics aren't gonna vary too much. Since generally, early movesets are rather limited. And since I won't be obtaining my next team member until after I face Faulkner, you're gonna see a lot of Webster using Poison Sting on things. But I guarantee things are gonna diversify really quickly after episode 3. It'll be cool, it'll be so cool. Anyway, let's throw a curveball into the mix by sending out Bellsprout before Hoot Hoot. Oh snap. What's gonna happen? It's crazy. Yeah, it's nothing remarkable, nothing revolutionary. This isn't meant to be a difficult dungeon. If you ever had that perception, I'm not sure what to tell you. It's not meant to be difficult. It's meant to be some free levels for facing Faulkner, who is also pretty darn easy, but okay, whatever. Anyway, Hoot Hoot is a little bit different in this game. At this point I already did the HeartGold recording, so I was anticipating, okay, I'm gonna have to do bait and switch. But lo and behold, Hoot Hoot here doesn't actually have Peck. For whatever reason, it just has Tackle. I don't know if it learns it later, or if the programmers were being merciful. But it doesn't have Peck, it doesn't have the super effective move against Webster, so I could have gotten away with just using Poison Sting on this guy as well. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure that small amount of experience lost there will not be a major player. In fact, it looks like Chikorita's actually gonna faint here, so like even then I won't lose the experience at all. So goes to show, Chikorita sucks. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously. But okay, no, I'm kidding. Anyway, moving along with finishing this guy off. Getting poisoned right when it doesn't matter. And that takes care of Sagely in Crystal. Not a whole lot different there, other than bug types being marginally safer. Now, for defeating Sagely, we will get the TM for Flash. In the original games, it was an HM, which meant it couldn't be deleted through normal, like, moveset variation by learning moves. Here, it's a technical machine, which is very nice. Anyway, let's escape from this place. I have no proper adjective to describe this place, because I don't really have strong feelings on it, other than liking the aesthetic. And that takes care of the Sprout Tower. Next time, we'll be heading to the Violet Gym, taking on Faulkner, and I will see you guys next time.